I'm Lexi. I'm in the US, and I've got another batch of new American snacks to try today. I told you last month that this month was going to be a doozy, and it is. But even more than that, this month's going to be a little bit different because in addition to all of these items, I have another batch just as big inside already. So we're going to try these today, and in a couple of days, we'll try the other half. But I'm going to start with the Pop-Tarts before they cool down too much. Let's start with the one on top, which is Girl Scout Cookie Coconut Caramel, which would be based on their Caramel Delight or Samoa cookie. And I'm going to put this on the floor because this table is very crowded. This one has the most distinctive smell of all of them. It smells very caramely. I'm not sure it really smells like the Girl Scout cookie though. It tastes more like the Girl Scout cookie than I thought it would. The Pop-Tart pastry kind of detracts from it a little bit, but the filling is pretty good. You know what? I'm going to try all 4 of these, and then I'm going to rate them. The next one I've got, and there's a coupon on here for later, is the Thin Mint Pop-Tarts. That there. They smell a little minty, but not super minty. And it's got the chocolate pastry. Do you like your Thin Mints frozen or room temperature? Again, it tastes more like the cookie than I thought it would. But I do think that the mint needs to be a little bit more intense to match the cookie. I think I like this one better than the caramel. I've got 2 more. This one is not the one on top. This one I've been looking for a little while. It's a cinnamon roll flavor. And Pop-Tarts usually does like their brown sugar cinnamon pretty well. So I think cinnamon is really in the ballpark where they're going to get it right. Smells kind of like a cinnamon roll. I think it would have been fun if they put like a stripe in the middle like they do with the s'mores ones of cream cheese filling, or cream cheese frosting. I'm not sure. I'd say it tastes like a cinnamon roll. It is a good cinnamon flavored filling. Like I said, they tend to do that well. But without the cream cheese frosting, I think it's missing the cinnamon rollness. And then the last one we have is Lemon Blueberry Crumble. Nice and fruity. This one has a different pastry than normal, and I kind of like that because I'm generally not a fan of the standard Pop-Tart pastry. Nice fruity blueberry filling with just a hint of lemon. Lovely. The pastry is nicer than the regular one. Kind of gives blueberry muffin vibes. I like that. Now to tier them, let's go with the caramel, then the cinnamon, then the mint, then the blueberry. And that's not how I thought it was going to stack up. So the caramel being about a 5, I probably wouldn't get that one again. With the cinnamon and the mint at about a 6, and the blueberry around a 7, that sounds pretty good to me. Move. You know what? No, I'm going to leave the plate there. And I've got one more hot item that we need to try, we need to add some things to it first. This is Hot Ones Garlic Chili Ramen. And I've already put hot water in here and it's been sitting for a few minutes. We've got a few packets. This is a packet of vegetables. I probably should have put that in first, but I wanted to let you see it. This is a bonus heat packet. Let's try it without that first. And this is the garlic chili soup base. This is a liquid, not a powder. And that is pretty unusual for here. Now there are 2 other flavors of these Hot Ones ramen, and don't you worry, we will be trying those other 2 flavors in the next video. Okay. It smells pretty spicy. Smells very Asian-y, and I'm not sure if that's what they were going for. It probably is. Of course it is. It's ramen. The noodles. The noodles are thinner than the ramen noodles I'm used to, but they've got a good texture. The soup definitely leaves a burn in my mouth. The garlic flavor is there, but kind of subtle. For me, I like a lot of garlic though. Against my better judgment, I really don't actually want to try this because that's about as hot as I like comfortably. They are labeling this a medium heat. Just gonna put a little bit on, like a drop. There we go. There's a drop. I put it on some noodles so I can make sure I get that drop. I say that and then I'm having trouble getting it out. Yep, I'm going to have to do more than that. I'm going to have to put it in properly. There we go. Give it a stir. I'll just taste the... Okay, that changes where the heat is. It moves it from a front of the mouth heat to a back of the throat. I don't know if I'd say that the extra heat kick is spicier or if it's just in a different place. To rate that, it's fun as far as a novelty. It's a little hot for me personally. But if you like hot stuff, give it a try. The flavor's pretty good. Number to rate it by. I'm going to say 5 because it's a little hot for me. And because it's a little hot for me, I'm going to try this next. And this is the new light Frappuccinos with 100 calories. And this is the creamy vanilla gelato flavor. And again, don't worry. I've got the other ones in the next video. I'm not sure I'd say there's anything gelato-y about it. The vanilla is okay. Vanilla is not my favorite flavor. The no sugar aspect. Because it is no sugar, right? Or is it just low sugar? Yeah, it's no sugar. It's got sucralose in it. One more. I was reading and not paying attention. It's sweet enough, but I can tell it's not real sugar. I almost always can tell when things aren't real sugar, and I really don't like that flavor. of artificial sweetener. So I'm just going to give it a 3. If it's the only coffee I can get my hands on, I'll probably drink it, but I'm not going to pick it up again. Now I need to pause here for a second because I forgot an item inside in my refrigerator and I want to go get that. I'll be right back. Okay, so the thing I forgot to grab before bringing the rest of this is Nesquik chocolate chip cookie milk. High hopes. Real high hopes. Now there is a new Cinnabon milk by Nesquik, but that I have not been able to find yet. Shake for good measure. I'm not sure I'd say it smells like chocolate chip cookies. It does smell like more than just chocolate milk. It's not bad, but it doesn't taste like a cookie, and I don't know how to describe it. Maybe artificial? Or it almost tastes caramely. 4. I wouldn't get it again. And I'll probably put the rest of this in my coffee because it might create a fun flavor coffee. I'm gonna drink it because we know how I feel about wasting food, but it's only okay. Savory. We like to do savory after we've done the hot things. Now these are not really new, but I've been looking for them for over a year, and this is the one variety I haven't found yet. It's another Hot Ones collab by Pringles. This is the Rojo flavor. You've seen me try the Barbacoa and the Salsa Verde, but I finally found the third flavor, so yeah, I'm gonna try it. And no, this is not like some Hot Ones plug since I've got the ramen too. They're just doing a lot of collaborations lately. Okay. Spicy looking, but that's the thing, right? They smell maybe a little bit like lime. They taste like lime. They are a mid-spice. The lime is the predominant flavor, but you can taste the chilies too. I think I like the Salsa Verde ones best of the 3. I'd probably just give this a 5 too. Pringles aren't really my thing though. So again, if you like hot and spicy, if you like Pringles, give them a shot. I do think they're better than the Barbacoa ones. That being said, I have no idea what I rated the other 2. I have so much spicy today. Spicy is really not my thing. I like spicy food. I don't love spicy food. But we've got Doritos Flamin' Hot Korean Barbecue. Now normally I don't like the Flamin' Hot stuff, but it's Korean barbecue. I had to try it. If it was just Flaming Hot Doritos or Flaming Hot Dill Pickle, I could have walked past it. Oh, these are terrifying looking. Very red. They have that... They smell like sesame oil. I was going to say soy sauce at first, but no, they smell like sesame oil. These are less hot than the Rojo chips. The flavor is interesting. I've never actually had Korean barbecue, so I don't have a big frame of reference here. I want to try Korean barbecue. I like the flavor, but I think it doesn't mesh well with the underlying corn chip. I think corn... No, that's not even true. I was going to say I think corn is a weird base for an Asian flavored snack. But I know there's a lot of Japanese corn snacks. I tried some in a Japanese candy tasting video. I like it. I think the corn's too strong for the flavor. I'd like to see it maybe on a rice chip or a potato chip. But I do like the flavor. I could see myself craving these. So I'm going to give them a 6. There's a half decent chance another bag will end up in my house at some point. One more savory. And this is probably the savory that I was looking most forward to in this batch. Sargento cheese bakes, Parmesan, and oregano. There are 2 other flavors of these. There was something in rosemary. It doesn't say on here. There were 2 other flavors of these. I will put them up here. But these were expensive for how big the bag was. It was like $4. So I got the one I thought was going to be the best because I didn't want to buy all 3. They smell very cheesy. And they're like a thicker thing. They're not like a basic cracker. They're almost like a pita chip. Very crunchy. These would be extremely good on a charcuterie board next to some like olives and maybe some apricot jam or something. And of course cheese and salami. I mean, that's a charcuterie board. But these are nice. I'm interested in trying the other flavors. I probably should have just bought them in the first place. I'm going to give that an 8. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to buy those when I put together a charcuterie board for next Christmas, assuming they're still around. I am salivating something horrible from all of the hot stuff. Whew. Okay. On to sweet. Let's go here. These are Rice Krispie Bliss bars in caramel and sea salt pretzel. There is also a version of these that are dipped in chocolate on the bottom and have a chocolate drizzle. But we know what chocolate tastes like. I can tell you if these would be good with the addition of chocolate. So I got the caramel ones. There we go. These feel smaller than your regular pre-wrapped Rice Krispie treats. Maybe because they're supposed to be special and bliss bars and maybe a little more decadent. I don't know. You've got bits of pretzel on top. You've got caramely chips. You've got like a caramely coating on the bottom. They smell like that kind of artificially, I don't know if it's artificial, but they smell like that caramel that you get when it's a caramel chip kind of deal. Kind of like the cookie milk. First of all, the texture of these is beautiful. The little bit of salt from the pretzels, perfect. Would this be good with the chocolate version? Absolutely. Is it good on its own? Yes. I think the chocolate might be a little better. These would be a problem for me. Because they're so small, I would just inhale the box before I'd realized I'd eaten one. So, I'm going to give them a 9. I'm going to give them a 9 because I want to give the chocolate ones a place to go. Am I going to try the chocolate ones? If I'm walking through the grocery store and I'm hungry, probably. But the caramel ones get a 9. These next. Chips Ahoy Baked Bites Blondies. I'm always disappointed by Blondies. I don't know why. I think it's a me problem more than a Blondie problem. I think I expect them to be something different than they are. These come in this nice little individual packet, so perfect for a lunchbox. We've got little bites. These two were stuck together. They smell like a cookie. They taste like a soft-baked cookie. They do not taste what I think a Blondie should taste like, and they do not taste like what a Blondie does taste like. They taste like a soft-baked chocolate chip cookie. A decent one. I mean, now when I say decent, definitely commercial. It does not taste like a homemade chocolate chip cookie. It tastes like a store-bought one. I'm gonna give them a 5. They're good. I don't think I'd buy them again. And I don't like the marketing. They're not Blondies. Where are we at? 4 more. How do I still have 4 more things here? Okay. We'll do this one hiding down here, and then we'll end on all of the Reese's. These, I think from the shape of this, these are meant for s'mores. But it's Hershey's filled with caramel. And how has Hershey's not done this yet? I mean, Cadbury's got their caramel bars. And I know that most Cadbury's is fairly new in the U.S., but Caramello bars have been in the U.S. since I was a kid. So how has Hershey's not done a caramel bar yet? Okay, one of the segments here is broken, which is okay. Broken chocolate still tastes good, but it's leaking a little bit. Let's eat that one just because. Whoa. It's not incredibly well balanced between the chocolate and the caramel. The chocolate is definitely dominant. And the band of chocolate in the middle, where they're connected, is thicker than like a Caramello bar, thicker than I would want it to be. Because when they say caramel, I want it to be very significantly caramel. The caramel's good. The caramel's really good. It's a hair less liquidy than the American Caramello bar, but more liquidy than the British Cadbury caramel. It's buttery. I really like the caramel inside, but the Hershey's chocolate, if you don't like Hershey's chocolate, you're not going to like that. The Hershey's chocolate flavor is very prevalent and very dominant. I think that there needs to be a better caramel to chocolate ratio. That being said, I really want to try one on a s'more, so I will pretty much certainly be buying another pack. I'm going to give it a 6. I don't know if it would replace my affection for Caramello bars, but it's definitely an option. I like it. Okay. We've got 3 different things from Reese's. We're going to start with the one I'm least excited about, and that is the peanut butter pie. How is it peanut butter pie when it's milk chocolate and peanut butter with crunchy graham flavored cookie pieces. Okay, I guess. This is the first filled... No, it's not. I was going to say it's the first filled cup that they've done in a mini, but it's not. They've done I think the Reese PC cups came in minis. Maybe a few of the others. I can smell the graham cracker when I open the bag. But saying that, it also doesn't smell like graham cracker. Maybe it's something with my senses today. It smells like that artificial caramel and like the cookie flavoring. But I also smell it might be the way it's interacting with the peanut butter. Maybe. Meh. The crunch is good. The texture is good. I can't actually taste the graham cracker. It does taste a little different than the regular Reese cups. But it doesn't scream peanut butter pie to me either. I'm not sure what would make it scream peanut butter pie, but it feels maybe less creamy than a peanut butter pie would be. I'm probably not going to buy those again. Let's say 4. There's definitely Reese's that are better. And then these. I have been so excited about these peanut butter and jelly Reese cups. In fact, I put off filming this video until I found these because I wanted to try them so badly. Grape first. You can't smell the grape. It just smells like a peanut butter cup. The texture's fun because there's just a hint of chew to it. It's not like a liquid or a liquidy jelly. It's not gummy either, but it's gooey. A little less thick than a chewy caramel, but it does give it a fun texture. But it's also not a grape jelly flavor. It's a grape candy flavor. But on the second bite, there's something super nostalgic about it. Yeah, I'm gonna buy these again. I'm just gonna give it a 6, but I'm almost certainly gonna buy one of those again. There's some weird nostalgia to it that's beautiful. And the strawberry. Now, I'm more of a strawberry jelly girl. And if you're not in the US, jelly and jam are not the same things. I've done a video on this, and I can link that below. Jelly is made from the juice of the fruit, and jam is made from the fruit itself. With the strawberry cup. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know if it's the best version of a Reese cup that I've ever had, because the chocolate lava cup is still really good. But there's something so classic about this. I think, like, logically, that this gets a 9, but it makes childhood Lexxie so happy. So, I like this one a lot. So we're going to put a 9 with an asterisk and a happy face. But we have made it through everything on the table. And I'd say that's all I've got for today, but I do have the other pile in the house. I'm not filming that today. I need to recover. So I will see you back, hopefully in just a couple of days, for part 2 of May, new snacks. If you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, that way you won't miss part 2, and I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye!